After winning Rookie of the Year back in 2015 and Karl-Anthony Towns winning it the year after, they were hoping to finally get back into the playoffs after their 11-year drought going all the way back to 2004. But after Wiggins won Rookie of the Year, he never really reached a new level and seemed to kind of slump as a player. But then when they traded for Jimmy Butler and had Andrew Wiggins, Karl-Anthony Towns and Jimmy Butler as almost a big three, people thought that surely they would turn the team around. But after only finishing 8th, and then getting gentlemen swept in the first round against the Houston Rockets, there was clearly a lot of tension between Jimmy and the rest of the Wolves players, especially Towns and Wiggins. And then when Jimmy requested a trade and wasn't traded before the season began, things got a bit ugly. Jimmy turned up to training, calling Towns and Wiggins soft, and saying they had no heart or passion. And while the starters were playing against the third string, Jimmy subbed himself in for the third stringers and went right at Towns and Wiggins and infamously beat them and told them, "You can't win without me." And well after the Wolves then finished 11th seed and then 14th seed the season after, he wasn't wrong. But what is surprising is that Andrew Wiggins is on paper quite a good player. And take a look at these stats. One of these players is Andrew Wiggins last season, and the other was an all-star last season who led his team to the 5th seed in the West. So last season there really wasn't much difference between CP3 and Andrew Wiggins, even though CP3 won his first All-Star award in 4 seasons. And then why not compare Andrew Wiggins to another All-Star from last season, in fact a starter from the All-Star game last season. And even though Cardiac Kemba had very similar stats to Wiggins, no one would argue that Wiggins is a better player than Kemba. And it's because there is so much a player can do on the court to help their team to win that won't show up in the stat sheet, such as boxing out for rebounds, playing tough defense, being a leader on the team and making everyone else better. One player who's a great example of this is Scottie Pippen. For his career, he averaged 16.1 points, 6.4 rebounds and 5.2 assists, which are very average stats, but he was also a 7-time All-Star, 6-time NBA champ, 10-time All-Defensive Team, 7-time All-NBA Team, and the 1994-95 Steals champ. And many people even use Scottie as an argument against Jordan that he couldn't win without him. So stats are not just everything. And then with Andrew Wiggins now being traded to the Warriors during last season, it's very interesting what this may do for his career. As with Steph and Klay both coming back from injuries, I believe the Warriors are serious contenders again, as I've said in previous videos. And Andrew Wiggins should be one of the starters in this team, with Steph, Klay, Draymond, then Wiggins and Kevon Looney being the starters, depending on who they draft. And with him still being only 25, he still has a lot of time to live up to his potential, and being surrounded by Steph and Klay should be a great influence on his game. And with Steve Kerr still the head coach of the Warriors, who I rate very highly, he may be able to bring the best out of Wiggins, and finally give him a taste of what winning NBA basketball is like. I personally, though, just can't see Wiggins ever reaching an all-star level like he was once predicted, and with him being on the Warriors now, it may also cause him to fade into the background as Steph and Klay and possibly even Draymond will take the limelight once again. But who knows, maybe he'll find some consistency on the Warriors and live up to the hype that once surrounded him.